Welcome to my YouTube channel once again, and let me first take this opportunity to thank people who are subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much, and I still call upon to those people who haven't subscribed, please do, so that we move together. And today we are just going to share a few things we need to know about farming, especially to the beginners, those people who really want to invest in pig farming. So today we are just going to share some few tips you need to first know before you take your money to invest. Since we are still in our first month of a new year, you find many people want to invest their money, and so it is very important for you to first know some information on what you're going to do. And to those people who really want to invest their money in pig farming, I really want to encourage you that pig farming pays well. For example, here, if I say that pig farming pays well, for example, here you will get your 2 sows, and those sows will give birth to 8, 10, 12 piglets at once. So you find in a short period of time you have many pigs at your farm. So pig farming is the deal if you really want to invest your money. So you should not fear anything. It's a matter of just learning few things before you start it, so that when you are to do your farming, it is not going to disturb you in any way. So we are going to just see few points, and our first point here is to acquire training. It is very good to first go for some training before you start pig farming. This will help you to reduce on the mistakes you're going to do at your farm. And you can get this training on these channels. You can go on internet. You can get information anywhere on these platforms, and that information will just help you at your farm. It will reduce the mistakes, the problems you're to do at your farm. You find you're going to do your farming without any problem. So it's always very important to do some basic training on what pig farming is all about. So when you do that, you find even when you get problems, you will get the solution very fast, because you have some training that you got. Farming, or before you bring your money to invest in pig farming, you also need to know the space, land. You need to know land that is available. Here, if you really want to start with many pigs, meaning you will need a bigger land. And if you have a small land, it means it will need you to start with few pigs, because if you don't discover that, you find yourself bringing many pigs, and you find they can't stay in that small land of yours. So it is always very important to first know how big your land is, and after knowing that, then you will know the numbers of pigs you're going to start with. So knowing how big your land is before you start to buy pigs or to invest your money is also very important. Our third point here also is knowing market available. You also need to know that yes, I'm going to start this business of farming, because I believe many people who do pig farming, they do it for business. They really want to get money out of it. So before you start your farm, you need to look around and see, am I going to be having people to take my pigs, or people to take pork? You need to ask those questions to yourself. And here you need to first move around and see the environment you're living in, the area where your farm is. If you find, for example, your farm is surrounded by like Muslims and many people who don't love pig, you find market is going to be a problem to you. So you need to first know the people around you, where you're going to be selling your meat. So knowing market availability is also very important, because it is going to help you to get the market for your products at the farm. Also, you also need to know the type of breed you're going to bring at the farm. It is also very important, because you find most farmers, they just go and buy without knowing the breed they are bringing. Remember here, the breed you bring at the farm will determine how your farm is going to run. Because if you bring a breed that is not good, it is going to make your farm grow at a very slow time. And here we need to know that, yes, I need to first move around and ask people who are already in this business, and they help me to know the best breed I need to deal with. And it is going also to help you to know the facilities and equipment you're going to start with. Because if you don't know the breed you're going to bring, you may fail to know the facilities you need to start with. So it is very important first to go and know that the best breed to start with. When you to buy the piglets, you need to buy healthy piglets, because when you bring healthy piglets, they will determine your farm. They will determine how your farm is going to grow. They will grow very well without any problem. So you need to go and get your pigs from trusted farms, those ones that are going to be open and tell you everything you need to know about the pigs you're going to buy. Because if they hate, some people hate because they want to sell their pigs, and you find you're taking problems. You take pigs which have like chronic diseases that are going to disturb you, and you find you're spending a lot of money on treating those funny diseases. So you need to get your pigs from trusted farms, where you will get the details about the health, and you know how to deal with your pigs. And when you're bringing your pigs, it is always good to start with the young ones than the older ones. The young ones are very easy to control, and they adapt very fast compared to the old ones. So if you're to bring the piglets, it is always very good to start with the young ones. Another important point that we should not forget before you start your farm, you also need to know how you're going to build your pen, your pig house. You know, we need to build a standard pen for our pigs. Remember here, if you don't know the best pen for your pigs may end up getting injuries. You find they are staying in a small place and they end up fighting. So you find they are injuring themselves, which is not good. So it is very good to always put up a very standard pen for your pigs. This will help your pigs to stay very calm and comfortable without any problem. And in case of numbers increasing, you find you have a big space where you're going to keep your pigs. So it is always very good to build a very good and large pen for our pigs. You start with what you have, and as pigs increase, you find you have space where you can put them. So building a standard pen is also very important. You need to move around and ask people. If you really don't know how it is going to look like, you need to move around and ask people, and they will help you. They will show you the best pen for your pigs, and you find you're doing well. Another thing we need to know here that is also very important when you're to invest in pig farming, you also need to know the type of feed you're going to give your pigs. And I really want to tell people that these pigs are very amazing. You find they can eat everything. So feeds should not be a very big problem or a worry to you. You should know that these pigs, you can give them everything so long as it is in good condition. For example, you can decide to be giving your pigs leftovers so long as they are fresh and in good condition. You find instead of taking them to the garbage, you just collect them and take them to your pigs. So feeding, it should not be a very big problem. It's a matter of knowing how you're going to give your pigs feeds that are not going to harm them, and you will find your pigs growing very well. Of course, not forgetting to give them fruits, these normal fruits of ours, mangoes, watermelons, and many others. Those ones are going to make your pigs grow very fast without any problem. So to those people who really want to invest their money this year in pig farming, it's very cool. Just go and invest. As we have seen, pig farming is all about knowing the land that is available, knowing the market that is around you, knowing the type of breed you're going to bring to your farm. Also, you need to know how to build a pen for your pigs. Also, you need to buy healthy pigs. You also need to acquire some training to help you run your business. So basically, those are few tips you need to know before you start investing your money. Remember, here you invest to get the results. So that's why we advise you to always go and have some training, and you move around and visit people who have farms already. Those ones are going to help you so that you avoid maybe the mistakes they did for you. You find you're avoiding those mistakes. So those are just a few tips you need to know before you start investing in pig farming. So thank you for watching. Stay watching, and those people who haven't subscribed, once again, please do, so that we move together. Thank you so much.